Hey everyone, I don't know how to swim, I'm scared of water and I don't have a coach. So this video is made for you to learn swimming in 4 days. First of all, I'm gonna choose a shallow pool where I can stand and walk comfortably with my head above the water. And it is never preferred to be alone in the pool, but it's a must to have 2 more people with me. How can I start on the first day? I have to know that swimming is 2 parts. The first part is technique and movements, and the second part is fitness. And initially, the fitness part is this exercise. I'm gonna do it 40 seconds continuous medium intensity on my back and 40 seconds facing down. And at the beginning, I'm gonna straight up my legs. The wrong movement is to turn my knees, not to start the movement from my hips, and not to straighten my ankles. Or to sit far from the edge, not to allow enough range of motion. The correct way is just like this. The motion starts from the hips, straighten up the knees and the ankles. I will go into the water safely because the pool is not deep. And the second skill I have to master is to submerge my full head in the water and hold my breath a bit long, without exaggerating in time. Even if my body goes up to the surface, I'm gonna keep my head underwater and repeat that until it becomes natural. Next thing I'm gonna do is to hold the edge with a hand, hold my breath, and do any action underwater, like picking up something from the bottom of the pool, shake hands with someone, or explore the bottom. Next skill is to blow bubbles in the water. And here I have to control my exhale through my nose or mouth. And that means to be able to stop my exhale at any moment by my control. And I also here have to submerge my head fully in the water. And that skill is gonna help me when taking a breath during swimming. And I will try to master all those skills that I have learned on the first day. On day 2, I'm gonna repeat everything I did on the first day, but in the kick exercise, instead of the 40 seconds, I am gonna do 1 continuous minute and practice all the previous steps and move on to a new skill, which is floating. It could be not very easy for some people to get to the horizontal position, but simply, I am going to lean with my hand on the wall in this way and go up easily. First of all here, I have to hold my breath and feel that the water is carrying my weight. But the problem is still having my legs sinking, and that is natural for many people. Sinking is mostly in the lower body more than the upper body, and that is because the lungs have air. So naturally, floating the upper body is easier. And of course, there is no general rule, because everyone has a different buoyancy ability. It might be the only solution for legs sinking is kicking even slightly, and I will explain more about kicking later in this video. When floating, it is so important to have the hips fully flat, plus to be relaxed in the water. And why not try any floating position to see what suits me best? And you might be better than me at floating. Next new skill on the second day is vertical floating or standing in the water. And I am gonna go with the easiest way, using only the arms. At first, I can try it with one arm. I spread it on the side and hold the edge with the other hand. Once I feel that the water is lifting me up and I have enough confidence, then I try it with 2 arms. And I lean my back against the wall to stay near the edge for safety. And it is important here to have this chair position with the legs. This horizontal space is lifting the majority of my weight, so it needs to be as horizontal as possible. And we notice here that if I raise my hands and exhale the breath, my body definitely sinks. So to avoid drowning, I have to hold my breath when my head is under the water and keep my arms on the sides to have an extra horizontal space to help lift my weight better. In the arm movement, even though my hands are moving outwards and inwards, but I need to have the feeling of my hands pressing downwards. And moving to the very out and very in is unneeded. But what's important is to direct the elbows almost to the sides. On day 3, I will have to practice all the skills of the second day over again. And in terms of kick, it will be this time in the water while I'm holding the edge. The kick starts from the hips, like we did on the first day. But the difference is that during the kick, I will have a slight bend with the knees, and I straight the ankles just like kicking a ball in every kick. And I don't have to raise my feet over the water, but I will just to bring the ankles to the surface of the water. That needs a plenty of practice, and that's why I've put it on the third day. After I master all the previous skills, I will do it 1 minute and rest, and repeat that 3 times. The second new skill on the third day is doing the exact same kick, but with a little push off the ground or the wall. And at the moment, I will hold my breath to focus on my kick, and I will kick with the same technique. If I master this, I would have passed 75% of the way. On day 4, after repeating all the steps of the third day, I will do so. First, I hold the edge and kick. Second, exhale a bit. Third, pull with the arm and repeat everything again. That order is important to avoid random movements, which can fatigue me and ruin everything I have learned. So I'd better follow the order. First, kick at the wall. Second, exhale a bit of my breath. Third, pull with the arm backwards. And I have to have the feeling of it dragging the water backwards, not only moving the arm. And the final step is to apply all those moves beside the wall to build confidence so I can go to a higher level. Thank you for watching, and I welcome all your comments and questions.